Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. As always, everyone have an amazing day. 3 things I am thankful for: straws, juice, nail polish. I know, I just have the random type ideas. I just look around or whatever, but it's random, as you see. But anyway, I wrote down this morning, so I woke up early. So you know what, y'all? I don't know why, but I'm starting to realize I kind of start my day at 11 o'clock at night. I wake up and then I get out around like 12 in the morning. It's 1 something now. So I've been very consistent for the most part, starting my day around 12, 1 something in the morning. And then I go to sleep, like I said, around 7, a little bit before 7. So I start my day early. And I'm not saying y'all have to do that, but I start my day off early because I want to make the most of it. I want to get the most out of my day. But anyway, that ain't topic. When I woke up, the thought that popped in my head was greatness. Basically being the difference between being loud and being bold. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about that either. Not sure. I'm trying to feel the energy of the room right now, so bear with me. Because it's like, I've talked about so many different things already. And it's like, I can keep going, but then it's like a part of me is like, where your end game going to be at? I don't think I have one, but it's like, what is your next, level you're going to go to? Because I want to pace myself. Because, like I said, I'm learning more about different things. My thought process, how I think, basically, meaning like how I interpret things, how I figure out answers towards things. Like, the way my brain operates is weird as a mother sucker. I know, it's weird. Even for myself, it's weird, but it's amazing at the same time. Y'all just don't understand how I come up with the ending result to certain, to certain things. Like, everything I say, there's a reason why I say what I say when I say what I say. There's reasons behind it. But it's crazy how I can tell you the end result, and then after I say it, that's when all the clues come to me of how I got to that point, which is weird. I'm very backwards. So I know I said a long time ago how, there's like a maze. So y'all know back in the day or even now, and you get those maze puzzles where it show you the maze, you got the start and the finish. I always start at the end, and then I figure out all the stuff afterwards. So it's like if I say something or I do something, just know that's it at the moment. But after I state it, that's when all the ideas of how I got to that point comes to me. I know, it's weird. It's like, hold on, how can you figure out or how can you solve something if you don't know how to solve it? I just believe it. I feel it. It's a feeling. That's what it's a feeling. It's a vibration. It's like, it's a vibration. And the vibration lets me know where there is a shift in the frequencies around me. So I'm gonna say it like this. And I know it's like, why are you telling folks? It's not that I'm telling. It's just, this is what's on my mind, and I speak what's on my mind because everything lines together. So how this works for me, sometimes, alright, so every day I get online and I see a bunch of different things. Whatever shows up, that's what I see. Okay? My energy pulls to me what I need to see. But the thing about it is there's specific things that catch my eye. Now, I can look at it for that day and I'm like, okay, cool. But it keep popping up, then I'm like, there's something behind what I see. So it's one of those things where I get a notification to pin this situation down. So y'all know how like the police officers or detectives where they put these pins all on the board and they connect the dots. That's how it is. If my brain focus on something, you're telling me out of 100 things I looked at, these specific things are what my brain stops on. There's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it. So it's like, okay, why this keep popping up? Why this thought keep popping up? Why this image keep popping up? Why these people keep popping up? Why this keep popping up? And if my brain don't tell me, or my energy don't say it's something need to be said, I just throw that in the back of my head. And I keep on going. But when out of nowhere a specific name, place, or thing pops up, I just say what's on my mind at the moment. So my thought process is like this. Authenticity. Alright. How you know someone is authentic? A person that's authentic don't think about what they say, they just say it. That's authentic. Whenever you have to think about what you're going to actually say, it's like another way saying it's like it's not authentic. It's like premeditated. Okay? It's premeditated. So if you want to know if you're being authentic, so say for example, how many of y'all ever held a conversation with someone, right? And they always have slick remarks, or they always say something weird or say something out of pocket, and you're like, man, next time I see them, I'm gonna say this and that, right? And so when they come to you, sometimes you say it, sometimes you don't. That's a premeditated thought. That's not being authentic. Okay? And when you're not authentic, it never comes out the right way. And reason why is because it's like a punchline that's not supposed to be pinned at the moment. So what happens is, a lot of times when that moment comes, either you forget what you're going to say, or you say it and it doesn't come out right. That's how you cause issues in your life, because you wasn't authentic. So that means you was preparing for a fight. You was preparing for an argument. You was preparing to be sarcastic. You was preparing to be hateful. That means that your intentions wasn't pure. Your intentions was out of a negative heart mindset. Okay? So even if the person is a negative person, even if the person is hateful, right? I understand sometimes we want to be prepared for the argument. But if you prepare for the argument, then you're not arguing with them, you're arguing with yourself. Because in order to be able to be prepared for the argument, you have to what? Listen. If you are already preparing what to say, you're hearing. And that what judges and them do, lawyers and stuff, it's a hearing. You're hearing what's going on, but you're not listening. So what happens when a person go in front of a judge, right? They hearing the plaintiff's or the defendant's information, but they already had a premeditated conversation. So premeditated is still you killing a person idea, you're killing a person judgment, you killing a person motive, you're killing a person's image, whatever. Because even as a lawyer, someone has to live and someone has to die in the situation. Okay? Not physically, but verbally. So you're trying to pre-plan what the next person going to say so you can be prepared to counter whatever they say. That's how lawyers and judges win cases. See, the thing about it is whoever listens can actually have the right response. So majority of the time, if a lawyer wins cases the right way, it ain't so much of the information that they had saved up. It's where they was paying attention what the counterpart was saying, and they knew how to use their conscious mindset. Because when you use your conscious mindset, the spirit within you, and be authentic, you know how to counter whatever they're saying. So, what I'm trying to say is this. If we are in the world, we need to know how to pinpoint things and pay attention to what's going on. But don't get so caught up in trying to have the right answer. Don't get so caught up in trying to win something. When you're authentic, you will get the right results. So maybe you might lose the argument on that case today. But by being authentic, you might win tomorrow. You understand? So in this world, we have to know when to be, what's loud and what's being bold. See, being loud is already having everything lined up. And don't get me wrong, I know when it comes to a criminal situation or whatever, you want to get as much details because you don't know nothing about this person. This is a case that's being presented and you need to make sure you have all the right information, right? But a lot of times when we have, as lawyers, we have these cases, y'all as lawyers, and I'm talking as in general, okay, pay attention to how I'm going to get this. In general, 9 times out of 10, whenever you hear in a case, you go back into your books and you go look at an old case. And you compare the two together. And that's where we have issues. Because when you compare an old case with a new case, 9 times out of 10, you're adding information into somebody else's case to help them to win. But if they are authentic and if whatever they done wrong is real, the truth will always come to the light. Okay? So that goes to reality. When you're talking to those friends, you're talking to those family members, a lot of times y'all listen to the gossip of somebody else. And then you add that into the case thinking that that's the truth when it's a lie. And then you thinking you winning. But a lot of times y'all sit back and win an argument on something you ain't supposed to be winning on. Because you got wrong information added to it. But since it sounds familiar, you thought it was real. Okay, so I don't know where I'm coming at, but my spirit directed me. So there's something going on right now. My spirit is basically giving out, letting somebody know something. Okay, so my thing is this: don't worry about winning the case. Okay, I understand that's where your money come in at. So in the real world, that's how you survive in this world. That's how you thrive in this world. That's how you live in this world. But you can't live, survive, or thrive without the truth. Sometimes you're going to have to be defeated in something so you can win in something else. That's like for me. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, my nose. That's like for me. You know how many cases I lost? A lot. A lot of cases. In the reality and the spirit. I lost a lot of cases because people took information from other people and then compared it to what I was saying because I was bold and not loud. See, when you're bold, people get scared of you. Let's go look at papers. Go look at when you type words and you have it in the regular print compared and they have a bold word in it. When you see those bold words, they stand out. And what happens a lot of time when you see something stand out? You try to ignore it. You don't care about everything around it. You try to ignore that part and try to find a way to put something else there that doesn't belong. That's the people, information. You take the word out and you put it there. You understand me? And now y'all come up with your own definition, your own judgment. And when that happens, you cause issues on the person's life that is actually being honest. But because there are more words that are in fine print, their words are louder than the bold one. Let's go back. Picture documentation, right? Excuse me. Let's look at it like this. Let's go in the dictionary. If y'all go back and look at the dictionary, all of the words are bold. All the definitions are loud. It's up to you to decide what is the truth behind it. So what I'm trying to say is this. We got 1,000,000,000, billion, trillion words in the world. It's up to you to decide what the true definition is. In order to know the true definition, you need to be bold enough to know what's true. And in order to know what's true, you have to live your life. And living your life is doing what you're supposed to do. Not worrying about what somebody he, she say. Not worrying about how something is done. Because when you authentic, you are being who you're supposed to be, which is the real you. So, in this process, I want y'all to understand, when you pay attention to everything that you're looking at, whatever stands out to you, pay attention. Ask yourself why it stands out to me. When whatever you looking at on the internet, whatever you looking at when you listen to music, when you talking to people, ask yourself at the end of the day, what do I remember about my day? Like I asked my son, I would be like, what you remember about school today? A lot of times he'd be like, I don't know. You know, sometimes he'd be like, oh, I remember this. Ask yourself what you remember. Ask yourself, what do you remember? Because those are the key points in your life. These are the main points you need to pay attention because they're telling you something. This is a part of who you are, letting you know where your brain at, where your mind is, where your focus is at. You are the lawyer in your own life. You are the lawyer in your own life. So the thing about it is, how you going to defend yourself when you come in front of the judge? On that note, y'all have a blessed day.